This city was once a happy, peaceful place, until one day a powerful, secret criminal organization took over. This vicious syndicate soon had control of the government and even the police force. The city has become a center of violence and crime where no one is safe. Amid this turmoil, a group of determined young police officers have sworn to clean up the city. Among them are Adam Hunter, Axel Stone, and Blaze Fielding. They are willing to risk everything, even their lives, on the streets of rage. Today we're covering a certified classic from 1991, arguably our first on Delisted. These streets are streets ahead. This is episode 4 of Delisted, Streets of Rage. So while that story is a bit melodramatic, we'll say, at least it's short. So to start, you'll be picking between 3 characters. Adam Hunter is the strongest but slowest. Axel Stone is the all-around character, as he's middling in all stats. Blaze Fielding is the fastest, but deals the least amount of damage. I chose her because there will be many enemies on screen at once, and I'd like to be able to maneuver around the quickest to avoid their attacks. Right away, there are 2 things that separate Streets of Rage from being just a Final Fight or Double Dragon clone. That's the outstanding soundtrack. I mean, his name is on the title screen for a reason. The other is the sprite work, a cyberpunk Blade Runner-inspired setting that creates a city setting unlike any seen in gaming up to this point. Much like Sonic the Hedgehog, SEGA has acknowledged that Streets of Rage is a staple for the Genesis Mega Drive, Genesis/Mega Drive, because this too has been in pretty much every single collection they have ever released. I own the SEGA 6-pack cart on Genesis, and I have fond memories of playing this one often with my siblings. How does it stand up played solo in the modern age? Well, let's find out. With any standard beat-em-up, obviously you lose something essential by playing it by yourself. Not only does it feel much more difficult, but half of the fun of video games are their cooperative or competitive nature. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that playing with yourself is as fulfilling as it can be with others.
That's what she said!
However, I will say that there is enough here in the core gameplay that I enjoyed the trip through the game's 8 stages. I'll go over each stage individually and give you an overview of how they feel to play. For Stage 1, or City Street, much like with any game, the intro stage has many jobs. Not only does it have to be the strongest visually to separate it from every other game on the market, it also has the most important job, as it has to teach the player how the game works. In an age where the tutorial wasn't quite yet Navi teaching Link by yelling at him for sleeping in late, this is accomplished in Streets of Rage through the manual, but since I'm not holding one, I'll have to be taught through gameplay. If you just stand there, you'll get bashed. But also, after you clear a screen of enemies, the game will prompt you to go forward across the screen. It also teaches you that you can replenish health by eating apples, as they put some in front of you via breakable telephone booths throughout the stage. Then it teaches you that you can pick up enemy weapons and turn the tables on your attackers. I would argue the opening stage has one of the strongest songs as well, with Fighting in the Street. The boss fight song is also a banger, and if you haven't figured out how to use your special ability to call for backup yet, you'll probably do so during the boss's multiple health bars by jamming the buttons. At least that's how I learned. Stage 2, Inner City. While this stage isn't as strong visually, the enemies you encounter will go up a notch in difficulty. Here I am getting whipped by dominatrix, like the bad gamer I am. Later, I get grabbed by an enemy that becomes my arch nemesis through this playthrough. As for the song, Dilapidated Town, it's also a great one. Then we get to an annoying boss fight where tall Roverine teleports right on top of me and claws me over and over and over again. But after a few attacks of my own, he goes down. Stage 3, Beachfront. Another cool location, despite the beach being in many beat-em-ups. You rarely see one at night. This song might be the most recognizable in the entire series and the entire game. I feel like every YouTuber I've ever watched has used it in a video at some point. And now I am too, so... The boss of this area is fairly easy, so overall a quick stage to get through and a stage with a cool wave effect. Stage 4, simply titled Bridge, one of the best backgrounds in the game. Unfortunately, the foreground is a bridge with missing sections of street, which felt like a trope in beat-em-ups even back in 1991. The song, Keep Groovin', is super chill and jazzy. The boss, named Bongo, constantly hit me with his fire breath, so I hate him. Also, I got grabbed a lot during this stage, so overall it gets a 3 out of 5 Meow Meow Beans. Stage 5, Aboard Ship. I'm on a boat and it's going fast and I got an article theme, pass me the Afghan. This stage has a neat effect where the whole boat bounces up and down while you're fighting on it. The song might not be quite as good as I'm on a Boat by the Lonely Island, but it's still a good driving beat that goes hard. The boss at the end of the stage is two of me, so naturally I get my first game over here. The freaking jerks. Stage 6, Factory. Our next stage, simply titled Factory, is one of, if not, my least favorite stage in the entire game. The fire breathing boss, Bongo, is now a common enemy, and just like that, I have a second game over. Also, the whole design from the rolling platforms to the crushers give me a Technodrome vibe from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game. So, kind of redundant. The stage's song is laid back and chill, which is a nice change of pace. The boss of the end of the stage is two of the teleporting Roverine guys, but surprisingly not too bad. Maybe I've gotten better. We'll find out in the next stage. Stage 7, Freight Elevator. Here we have the mandatory elevator stage. Not really sure why these exist. I mean, I guess they feel slightly more restrictive than being able to press on forward. I mean, the main takeaway from the Freight Elevator stage is that it is here to steal players' lives before the final stage and boss fight. The guys that have been throwing me throughout this game's playthrough successfully throw me off the elevator. So while the stage has no boss fight, it might have been them the entire time. Sixth song, though, one of my favorites. Stage 8, Syndicate Headquarters. So for this long hotel or skyscraper hallway, whatever it is, you completely lose your special ability. I guess the cops draw the line at shooting rockets into buildings. This hallway is a gauntlet with a funky song that is good for a head bob, while you get the snot beat out of you by the past bosses of your journey. The boss fight against Mr. X, which I didn't make it to, he will ask you if you want to join him, which is extra funny when you have a player 2, because he asks both players, which can lead to a double versus battle, one way or the other. So throughout this video, you'll notice that I can't stop gushing about the music, and SEGA itself believed in it, releasing it way back when the game first came out as a standalone purchase, which is kind of crazy to think about. I mean, I guess it's like normalized now with like being able to download it if you like have a special edition of whatever game it is, but we're talking 1991. Kind of crazy. Overall, I think Streets of Rage has held up through the test of time. Especially worth a playthrough if you have a second player. And while you can't buy it through the SEGA Genesis / Mega Drive collection digitally anymore, it is available through the Nintendo Switch's online expansion pack via the SEGA Genesis download. Let me know if you have any memories playing this one in the comments below, or let me know if you tried it because of this video. Thanks as always for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Same bunny time, same bunny channel. I also have a Patreon if you'd like to support the channel further.